Naptown Tuner here. Today I'm going to be reading an article out of this free Amsoil magazine. They send it to me because I purchased some stuff online. In fact, I purchased a big drum of oil and they sent it to me on a semi to my residential address. It was easy. It came in a couple days. And I can't remember how many of these they send me a year, but it's got some good information in it. This one's going to be about diesel performance tips. Let's get started. This article right here. 3 ways to boost diesel truck performance. A tuner, upgraded turbo, and improved fuel delivery are cost-effective diesel power adders. In fact, I do have a turbo diesel truck, so let's read this together. It's by Mark Nyholm, Staff Product Development Engineer and Mechanical R&D Manager. Here we are in 2022, about 20 years after the diesel truck performance industry exploded when enthusiasts took the slow, loud, unrefined diesel pickup beyond its original design intent. Lots can happen in 20 years, and boy has it. Everything from reliable daily drivers delivering 4 times OEM power to sub-4-second drag trucks to millions in EPA fines. No other platform lets you bolt on more power adders than a diesel pickup. Where else can you have a reliable 750 horsepower truck that can pull a camper one day, go off-roading another day, and finish the weekend on the drag strip, stomping much of the competition, right? You can't. Popular diesel power adders. How do enthusiasts make all that diesel power? First, it's important to realize that the power costs money. Go to any event or track and you'll see the fastest drivers have the most money invested into their vehicles. Now that we've gotten that painful fact out of the way, let's talk about the 3 most common ways to add power. Electronic programming, otherwise known as a tuner. This handy little device reflashes the ECM and adjusts fuel and air delivery to make more power. A plug-and-play version can easily add 50 to 200 horsepower depending on the tuner. And they are cheap to buy. Be careful though, this is where you start running into legal power and illegal power. If the tuner deletes OEM emissions technology. With a couple taps of the button, wham, lots more power. Is it reliable? Yes, and no, depending on how far you go. Your transmission, however, is not designed to handle the extra power. Soon, you'll be overrunning the torque converter or your clutches or both. So if you want to add 150 horsepower or more, prepare to spend money on your transmission. Forced induction. In the diesel world, we really mean turbocharging, since very few diesels use supercharger. The turbo does all the heavy lifting of forcing air into the combustion chamber. Thanks to the invention of the common rail system, the engine will get ample fuel. But with aggressive tuning, the stock turbo just won't deliver enough air. You can solve this dilemma with an aftermarket turbo, but before you buy one, read the volumes of online articles about which one to choose. There are designs that are best for towing, racing, and daily driving. Like many things, diesel engine perfection is hard to achieve. You can't go too big with horsepower gains without reducing performance elsewhere. Go big or go home, I always say. Go too big without the right combination of components, however, and you'll go nowhere. Fuel delivery. This area can include the injectors and the fuel pump. The fuel pump could be a lift pump or the CP3 or CP4 pump on the engine. If you've been around the big block long enough, you'll read about the issues with the CP4 pump failing, allegedly due to incompatibility with the modern diesel fuel, which contains less sulfur to provide lubrication. It's one of the reasons I always use Amsoil diesel fuel additives to boost lubricity and protect the pump. The same can be said for the fuel injectors. As I said earlier, you run out of air before fuel. If you have enough air, you'll quickly run out of fuel. To get more fuel to the engine, you need to ensure you have a pump that can supply it and a set of injectors that can spray it. This is a good time to check the condition of your high-pressure fuel pump and ensure you have a good lift pump feeding it. Once you have the supply addressed, it is time to revisit your horsepower goal intended purpose for the truck. Aftermarket injectors use a different set of nozzles with bigger holes that can spray more fuel, but it's important to coordinate the spray volume and the air charge volume with the tune that is controlling your injectors. Even in this plug-and-play world we've been enjoying for 20 years, you still need a plan. If you're under or oversized certain components, the truck won't like it. Communicating your horsepower goal to your aftermarket partners will set you up for success. Naptown Tuner, like and subscribe.